Hi everybody, welcome to my meditation room for this relaxing restorative yoga class. It is a fall day and it's raining, and as I look out the window I can see the brilliant trees. It seems as though the trees are much more beautiful and brilliant this year, but it's pouring down rain and it's cold. So that calls for blankets and props and a really yummy restorative class. So let's start with a little bit of centering. I'll play my favorite singing bowl to get us started. So allow yourself to just settle in, close your eyes, and get really comfy. As you're ready, begin to invite in a deeper breath. Bring your awareness to the sounds in the distance. You might hear the sound of the rain outside my window. You might hear the sounds of other people in the house. You might hear the sound of my voice. And the sound of your own breath. As we begin to lengthen our inhalations, and gently encourage our exhalations to lengthen as well. Finding stillness. Allowing whatever is going on outside your space to just be background noise, accepting it for what it is, and just grounding yourself into this present moment. Nice long deep inhalation, filling up, and a slow relaxing exhalation, letting go. Inviting in this stillness, noticing each time a thought creeps in, that you just bring your awareness back to that breath. Deep, full inhalations, slow, complete exhalations. Let's take one more breath together. And as you exhale, just blink your eyes open. Let's take our arms out wide, reach up. Take a hold of your left wrist and lean to the right, keeping that left glute glued to the floor. And on your inhale, come back up to center and switch. Good. Inhale, reach up and look up. And then exhale, take your hands behind you, clasp your hands together. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, squeeze your shoulder blades together. And then gently come forward. Maybe lifting your arms away from your back. Take a nice breath in, and then keeping your hands clasped, just turn toward the right shoulder, sitting up tall. And then turn toward the left shoulder, taking your arms over to the right. Big breath in, and exhale, release your hands, shake them out. Take your legs and hug them in. Give yourself a nice big hug. Sit up nice and tall. Look up. Inhale deeply and exhale, fold forward. Good. On your next breath in, take your feet together. We'll come into Badakanasana as our first pose, our first yin pose. So as you're ready, bring your feet together in front of you. You can wrap your hands around your feet, your toes, and you can use any props that you might have, blankets or blocks, to tuck under any knees that might be elevated. Sit up nice and tall, puff up your chest, and on your exhalation, just round forward, find your ending point for this Badakanasana. Now, if you happen to have a bolster, you can place it in front of you. You can put your third eye on your bolster and just let it rest there. If that's not enough, you can place it in front of you. Maybe make yourself a little pillow. You can do all kinds of things. Just make yourself really comfy and settle in. Allow your neck to relax as your chin draws down to your chest. And come back to your breath. Long and slow, deep and full. Inviting in whatever sensations arise here. Allowing yourself to gently soften into this shape. Gentle stretch of the inner thighs, the back of the neck, and the upper back. Imagining now that you are filling up the back side of the lungs, completely filling up like a balloon. And exhaling completely. Every inhalation relaxes the mind. Every exhalation relaxes the body. we slowly exhale, we'll come up very slowly. And if you happen to have a block and a bolster, we'll come into a counter pose here. If you don't have a block or bolster, no worries. You can take a blanket and roll it up like so. But if you happen to have a block and a bolster, come into a supported fish pose here. And I'm going to use one blanket underneath my knees, and I'm going to use the other one to cover up because it's a little chilly today. Cover up my tootsies. And I'm going to lower my hips to the bottom of the bolster and then just descend down. And the arms come wide. And if you're on your blanket, just wrap your shoulders around your blanket. And you get this nice expansion in the chest and the ability to breathe nice and deep. So once you get here, just let your eyes close and surrender to this shape, this heart opener. And find serenity here as you use your breath to just soften into the shape. Welcoming what is, staying in this present moment. Present to sensations, present to the breath, present to the connection your body is making with the surface beneath you. Present to your own physical body. Each inhalation relaxes the mind. Each exhalation relaxes the body. Like a balloon, the belly, the ribs, the heart space. And exhale, deflate, but do it slowly, like you're holding the opening to the balloon that you've just blown up, and let the air slowly release out. That lies just below the surface of our everyday world. Committing to stillness. Committing to surrendering to the shape. Nothing more. Notice if you're resisting, allow the shoulders to just wrap around your prop. Allow your jaw to soften. Relax and let go. peaceful. I am serene. I am surrendering. Let's take one more full inhalation. And on the exhalation, slowly blink open your eyes. And then take one foot to the floor, roll to one side, and make your way up. And if you're covered up like I am, you can keep your blanket. Remove anything that might be under your knees and bring your one hip up to the edge of your bolster. Go ahead and remove a block if it's underneath there. And if this is a blanket that you've rolled up, it's okay. We'll just slide it so that it is right at the base of your hip. And then take your hands, frame your bolster, and allow yourself to just sink forward. And turn your head to the opposite direction if your neck permits. Otherwise, just turn it in the same direction as your knees. And your knees are pointing in one direction. Ah, yeah, this feels really nice. So you can start out with your head facing the same direction as your knees, and then eventually maybe you want to stretch your neck and turn it the other way. Stay facing you so you can hear my voice. And once you get settled in, just let your eyes close. Let your breath deepen. You know the drill. Find those deep, calming inhalations. And those slow, smooth exhalations. Again, committing to the stillness, allowing your body to be completely still. Once you arrive in the shape where you can stay for a couple of minutes. Notice where you're holding tension. See if you can use your breath to let it go, softening. Allowing those muscles to melt. Breath in. Blink open your eyes, take your hands to the mat and gently lift yourself up, and we'll take our hips in the other direction. Stay covered, keep yourself cozy, and once you let this opposite hip arrive at the end of your prop, just slowly descend down and find your happy place here. Coming into this twist, wringing out the organs of the body. Detoxifying. Keeping that breath long and smooth and slow. One breath at a time. Deliberate be holding tension on this side. See if you can soften the neck, the jaw, the shoulders. Even just softening 5 or 10% more. Just do what you can today, being kind to yourself, gentle. Each breath taking you deeper. Take our 3 deepest breaths as we complete this side. And when you're ready, slowly bring your hands to either side of your prop and lift up. And then take your prop and turn it horizontally on your mat. And then we're going to come into, I'm going to keep my blanket on me and come into a pigeon pose, bringing my right knee up to my right hand and my left foot toward the left side of the mat. And I'm going to take my prop and just slowly lower down into pigeon. Now, if that leaves your hip on this right side high, you could take a block and tuck it underneath, or maybe even a blanket. And once you settle in, just allow your eyes to close again. This can be intense for some people. So just give yourself some time to finally sink in. You might settle in more. You might come up a little bit higher for a while. Just make it your own, but whatever you do, find a place where you can be still and close your eyes. And just let this shape allow you to practice softening. Coming back to the long, slow breaths that we've become accustomed to by now. Nice soft face, relaxed shoulders. Full inhalation, slow exhalation. Stillness is not easy. It's not for the faint of heart. But practicing it over and over after a certain amount of time, you can develop a real relationship to stillness, whereby after a certain amount of time, you might find that you begin to look forward to your times of quiet and stillness. And that is my experience. And notice if you can soften that right hip a little bit more. 3 more deep breaths here. Softening, melting toward the floor. Getting into some dense tissue here, in the hips, in the glutes. Allow your breath to travel there. Use the breath. Let's let this next inhalation bring us up. We take our hands to the mat and send the right leg back and take that left leg forward. We'll just switch sides. Finding that position that works for you using any props. And surrendering on this side. So this side might be different. Probably is. Let's take it for what it is. Welcoming whatever comes up. Breathing into it. Relaxing again the shoulders, the face, the neck. Sending the breath to every little nook and cranny that might be resisting this shape. Swallowing in the throat can help you relax a little bit more. Filling up with those deep inhalations, allowing the breath to fill you. And exhaling fully. Take 3 more breaths. Deeper and slower. Challenge yourself to stay with this pattern of deep, long, slow, full breaths. Next inhalation, we will slowly press our way up. Send that left leg back and come on down to your belly. And then we'll take whatever prop is here, blanket or bolster, and prop yourself up in a Sphinx Pose. So we're just providing a little gentle compression for the lower back. Take your hands and make a little resting place for your chin. Let your eyes close here. And just settle in. Listening to the sound of the rain. The sound of your own breath. Filling up. Your heartbeat as it slows, the entire nervous system being soothed. Provides so many benefits. Lower blood pressure, reduce stress, and a happier countenance. That is my experience, and I hope it's yours. press yourself up. Bring your knees as wide as your mat. And we'll take whatever prop you have, be it pillow, bolster, or a blanket, and come into a child's pose here, and just let your hips sink back towards your heels. Turn your head to one side. And find a supported child's pose, just as a counter to that back bend. And turning your head, whatever side feels right, we'll change sides midway. Eyes closed, breath deep. Sink in. If you lasted this long, you are doing great. It's not easy to sit in stillness, much less be in these shapes. But once we practice for a while, it comes a little more easily to us, and we're able to really benefit from these deep, restorative, more yin-like poses. Let's take one more deep breath in with the neck turned in whatever direction you have it, and then we'll, on the exhale, just switch. Noticing thoughts as they arise, bringing that awareness back to the breath. Slow, deep inhalations. Full, complete exhalations. Way to begin your day or to round out your day. Finishing up with a relaxing practice. Let's take one more breath together, and as you're ready, slowly blink open your eyes. Bring yourself up, move your props just to the side, and come over to one hip. And we'll turn over and come to our backs. Now taking whatever prop is available and tucking it under your knees. And then covering up, lowering yourself down for the most blissful Shavasana ever. Take your arms out wide. Let your feet come wide. And let your legs just soften. Shoulders relax. Chest melts, hips sink, eyes close, and face softens. Nothing to do here. Slowly begin to deepen the breath. Bring soft movements to the body. And as you're ready, roll to one side and curl up in a fetal position. I like that shape. It symbolizes rebirth, renewal, new beginnings. And as you're ready, use the strength of your arms to join me in a comfortable seat. We'll just take a moment to pause with our eyes closed and just notice the body. Notice the ease with which you are able to breathe. Notice your breath, your heartbeat. Notice your mind. And as you're ready, take your hands together in prayer pose, Anjali Mudra. Draw your thumbs to your heart and draw your chin to your chest. And find some gratitude for this practice and this day. Thank you for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful day. Namaste. That was nice.